we've come to learn how the universe works, that there are fundamental physical laws.
Space is like a mystery novel that has the ability to fascinate anyone who gets deeply into it. Every few months, there's a new discovery that astonishes the entire audience. From discovering new, potentially habitable planets to unexpected asteroids, we've witnessed it all. Today, we'll be looking at the 10 most insane space discoveries, and we know for a fact that they'll leave you astonished. So stick around to find out what they are. Number 10. The uninhabitable K2-141b. K2-141b is a rocky super-Earth exoplanet with a weather cycle that is remarkably similar to our planet Earth. It has oceans, clouds, and rain, just like our home planet, but we're not talking about the water. This is about the surface itself. Seas of lava are expected to blanket large sections of the planet's surface. It's so close to the sun that it would heat the surface to the point where the rock itself would evaporate, forming an atmosphere of silicon dioxide that supersonic winds would blow to the planet's night side, where it would cool and fall like a hailstorm. Also, being so close to its home star, K2-141b has one of the shortest orbital periods of any known exoplanet, clocking in at only 6.7 hours per orbit. Meaning if you were 30 years old on Earth, you would be just shy of 39,224 years on K2-141b. You gotta admit, that's a lot of birthday candles to blow out. Number 9. Fomalhaut b. Fomalhaut b was one of the first exoplanets identified years ago, and researchers detected it again this year. It was one of the few exoplanets to be given a proper name, Dagon. A team of researchers analyzed a decade's worth of Hubble observations and discovered that a bright patch of light in 2004 had totally gone by 2014. That's clearly something planets can't do. Therefore, the astronomers provided a simple explanation. Fomalhaut b never existed, at least not as a planet. Computer simulations revealed that it was most likely a dense dust cloud formed by the collision of two asteroids or comets, which then drifted apart over the course of a decade. Although it isn't a planet, watching such a brief cosmic event is considerably more remarkable. Number 8. The disappearing star. Planets aren't the only things that have vanished without a trace. A massive star has also disappeared. Originally known as a luminous blue variable star, the object was discovered 75 million light-years away in the Kinman Dwarf Galaxy, in the constellation of Aquarius. It made its existence known at a distance with an astounding light signature that was 2.5 million times brighter than the Sun, until it vanished. This star was last seen in 2011, but when astronomers returned less than a decade later to analyze the mysterious star, it had disappeared. Normally, a star like this would go out with a bang and a visible supernova, but this one appears to have ghosted in a way that astronomers just could not explain. Number 7. The supernova survivor. A white dwarf with a catchy name of SSDS J1240+6710 was discovered to have gone supernova earlier this year and survived, defying all odds. The evidence points to a strange scenario. The star's composition is unusual as it lacks hydrogen and helium but contains carbon, sodium, and aluminum, elements that aren't generally found in white dwarfs. It's very small in comparison to the Sun, weighing only approximately 40% of its mass, and it's blasting across space at a blazing 900,000 kilometers per hour. The only answer researchers could come up with was that it somehow survived a half supernova. That would have vaporized the missing elements, formed unexpected ones, decreased the star's mass, and sent it hurtling out at a tremendous speed. Number 6. A black hole that converted a star into a planet. A star in the galaxy GSN 069 is about to experience the strangest fate of all. Due to a near ongoing encounter with a black hole, this star may be turned into a Jupiter-like planet in roughly 1 trillion years. Astronomers discovered the bizarre narrative when they saw intense X-ray bursts occurring at regular intervals of 9 hours. They discovered it was a star hurled in a strange spirograph orbit around a black hole, and the flashes were caused by material being sucked from the star's surface every time it flew past its hungry host. Over countless millions of years, the gradual but steady feast has converted the star from a red giant into a white dwarf, and astronomers anticipated that in another 1 trillion years it might cool down enough to become a planet, assuming, of course, that the universe lasts that long. Number 5. The humongous cosmic crater. Black holes, like galactic volcanoes, are known to flare up and emit enormous bursts of energy, blasting holes in surrounding gas and matter. And this year, X-ray and radio telescopes identified one of the universe's largest craters. At some point in the past, a supermassive black hole at the center of the Ophiuchus galaxy cluster appears to have thrown a tantrum and exploded. You could fit 15 Milky Way galaxies in a row into the crater this eruption punched into the cluster's hot gas, said space researcher Simone Gassentucci. Astronomers first discovered the likelihood of an explosion due to its enormity. But when the crater was discovered to be visible in both X-rays and radio frequencies, other explanations fell short. It's impossible to imagine how much energy it would take to leave such an interplanetary imprint. Number 4. The radio repetitions. FRBs, or fast radio bursts, are one of the most intriguing cosmic riddles in decades, and new clues to their identity emerged this year. The majority of these signals are one-time events that last milliseconds or less, although a few have been observed to repeat at random intervals. At least, that's how astronomers perceived them. Astronomers detected one FRB in early 2020 that repeats on a 16-day cycle, firing bursts for 4 days and then going silent for 12 days. A few months later, another study uncovered a hidden pattern in a well-known repeater that had been closely monitored since 2012. After 8 years of observations, it was discovered that this FRB was on a 157-day cycle, active for 90 days and then silent for 67 days. The scientists projected that the next active phase would begin in August, and sure enough, the signal came through right on time. Number 3. The neighboring FRB. FRBs have typically been detected from millions of light years away and have never been confirmed to have a set point of origin. But one clue to these mysterious signals was recently found in our very own Milky Way galaxy. Astronomers detected activity from a magnetar known as SGR 1935 plus 2154, an extraordinarily dense neutron star with a strong magnetic field, on April 28 of 2020. This star released a dazzling burst of radio waves that looked strangely like an FRB. In addition to the typical X-rays, magnetars were already on the suspect list, and this new discovery further adds to the evidence. It remains to be seen if they account for some, any, or all FRBs, and additional observations will be required, but it's still an intriguing lead. Number 2. The most magnetic object in the universe. Another sort of neutron star drew scientists' attention this year, with a pulsar being discovered by the InSight HXMT team in China to have the universe's strongest magnetic field. The magnetic field of pulsar GRO J1008-57 was detected in August of 2017, estimated to be 1 billion Tesla. For comparison, the Sun's magnetic field is only around 0.4 Tesla, while Earth's is only 30 microtesla, and a typical white dwarf star has a field of 100 Tesla. This object has such a strong magnetic field that it could rip our entire bodies apart, atom by atom, even if we were standing 100 miles away. Number 1. The most intriguing cosmic mystery. As the mystery of the FRB signals was nearly closed, we needed a new cosmic riddle to chew on, and space gave one right away. Odd radio circles, or ORCs, are radio emission blobs that don't correspond to any recognized object or occurrence. Only a few ORCs have been discovered so far, and they emit no optical, infrared, or X-ray emissions. Astronomers aren't sure how far away they are or how big they are. They may be a few light years across within the Milky Way galaxy, or they could be millions of light years across beyond our galaxy. Although these strange radio circles appear to be a whole new astronomical phenomenon, there is a slight chance that they could be linked to something we already know about. In any case, it will be fascinating to see the observations and clues stream over the following few years. With that, we come to the end of today's video. Which one of these insane discoveries were you most fascinated by? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're there, make sure to drop a like on this video so that more space enthusiasts such as yourself can enjoy our content. Thanks for watching, we'll see you next time.